Let's start off by wishing the Queen a happy birthday. It's approximately 6:30 Saturday morning on this Queen's birthday June long weekend, and this was my favourite week growing up as a kid, because this was known as the cracker weekend. The milk bars and the paper shops and the petrol stations back when I was a child throughout the 70s and mid-1980s used to sell fireworks, and throughout the week we'd be letting them off, culminating to cracker night. I think it was either Saturday or Sunday night, but everyone used to let them off Friday, Saturday and Sunday night. So this week was my total favourite. So we were reminiscing back at work. So I'm just here in Leura. I don't know if you can see the mist just above the water there. But we've got a day planned out up at Lura. We're going to try and find the very secretive Lura Waterfall. A lot of people don't know that there's a waterfall up in Lura. They know about the Cascades, but they have no idea that Lura has a waterfall. So I've done some research throughout the week, and hopefully we can pinpoint exactly what track to take. It's not that cold. I'm standing here on the balcony. I'm not feeling a lot. We want to leave early to beat the holiday traffic. So there's a few cars going over the Nepean River Bridge, but so far so good. This is going to be a great little day out. We've had massive dramas up here. Cliff Road was closed from the Lura side. We couldn't get into Gordon Street, and there was detours all over the place, and we were very worried that we wouldn't be able to take on this walk today. So we've come on the Katoomba side and once again closed, but luckily there was the Blue Mountain City Council truck just sitting here, and I asked him, is it possible to walk down? He said, yeah, sure, just park your car here, because something's wrong with the road, but you can actually walk down. So they do have a sign there saying Lura Cascades, Kaya Lookout and Gordon Road, Lura. So we will be able to take on this walk today. We can actually go down here as well, but I think we'll start it from that car park, Lura Cascades car park. Landslides. Landslides, Jules. Due to recent extended rainfall, the risk of landslides, rockfall, treefall and flash flooding have increased. Incidents can occur without notice, but are mostly commonly observed on steep slopes and below cliff lines during periods of heavy rain. Please consider weather conditions when planning activities. Well, we've got a beautiful sunny day today, so it is a bit chilly, isn't it? Just walking down to the Lura Cascades car park, we've come across something built into the mountainside here, or the roadside. I don't know what it is. Work safely on roofs for more information. That's an old building, isn't it? It's not even maintained, like it's just boarded up. I wonder what that was. There's cages everywhere. We feel like we're in Alcatraz here. We've got barricades, we've got fences. We're freezing. What was that, Julie? Tell the people what kind of glasses and hat I've got on today. Oh, I should have done that to begin with. Okay, considering it is the Queen's birthday long weekend, I'm sporting the Queen original. You won't see another person in the world have this hat. I designed this hat, picked up the FlexiFit cap from Vinnie's and bought these patches off eBay. And when it comes to sunglasses, we are rocking the Legends. Anyone that grew up in the 1990s would know that Legends were in direct competition with Oakley. So So you're either an Oakley guy or a Legend guy, and I was a Legend guy. Now this company is not around anymore. And I can remember buying these up at Vale Bay on the way back from Newcastle one weekend for about $80 back in about 1993. I've tried to look up whatever happened to the company Legends. I don't know who bought them out, but can't find anything about them. So we've reached the car park, come down this little road here, and this is the car park here that you can't enter because Cliff Drive is closed from both directions, from the Katoomba side and the Lura side. So this is where we would have parked. Well, we've come down from the Katoomba side. And luckily that the sun's out, otherwise we'd be freezing. Huh? Yeah, I know. Absolutely. At least the sun's out. You can only imagine how cold it would be if there was no sun out. Okay, we've reached the sign here that says to Upper Cascades. So we're going to hit the Cascades first. This lovely lady that was telling me what was going on down here, that's why the road's closed. There's been a huge landslide up the top there, and the actual Cliff Drive has got a lot of cancer, she said, in it. So the Cliff Drive's just there, you can see the barricade there. And if you look at the mountainside up there, it's just completely caved in. You see that everywhere these days with the amount of rain that we've had. Jules has walked to the Upper Cascades here, and I actually mentioned to this lady, and she's a local, and she had never heard of Lura Waterfall, so that's a good sign. She was very bemused when I said you can actually get to the base of Lura Waterfall. So I gave her a few directions, and I gave her my YouTube channel, and she might tune in. Look at that, beautiful. So we're going to have some water running, that's a good thing. How slippery is it here? Is it slippery? Julesy, can you come down here? So this is what's known as the Upper Cascades here at Leura. Looks like to be a stormwater pipe up the top there. Come down to here. Come down, because I'm going to take some pictures here. That is gorgeous. I think we're going to be in luck. I think we're going to have a little bit of water flow today. So that lovely lady who told me about the landslide just up on the hillside there mentioned that this, once upon a time, was flowing with water. It was like a little pool down here, like a little lake. There is a sign down there, so we might head down and see what that says, but now it looks like it's a little picnic area. There's a few picnic benches around. Mate, this has worked out to be better than expected. I thought there'd be quite a lot of people on this long weekend, but for the road to be closed, I think a lot of people don't know that you can park on either side of the barricades and walk down. Look how beautiful this thing is. So we were up at the Upper Cascades there, and I asked the lady where the Lura Cascades were. She said down here. So this is where we're going to hit after we find out what this area was down here. Does it mention a pool, Jules? It does. That's an old sign, isn't it? That's a real old sign. There's another one to the left over there. Wow, look at that. It's the baths. Lura Municipal Baths, 1913. Men's bars, very sexist back in the day. Chelmsford Bridge. Panoramic view of New Road, Baths and Chelmsford Bridge. We've got a little bit of water flowing. Fingers crossed we're going to be able to find, must be Chelmsford Bridge over here. You just see it in the distance. We've got the local Lura and Katoomba kids down here graffitiing. I say it in every video, there is no better sound in the world than running water.
Look at the car in the background.
Wow, yeah. With the white wall tyres. So that's the bridge in front of us, yeah? A lot of the trees have blocked it out there. So this retaining wall here, like a dam wall, is this here. So this would have been down. So this has been filled up. You see how it's been filled up to the wall, Jules? This wall there would have been this one here. Because the original, this has been filled in. So all around here has been filled in. This wall here would have dropped a long way because this fence is still here. If you look at the fence on this picture, it's still here. See? And if you look really hard, some of those gum trees in the distance, look how skinny and small they are. And they've covered Chelmsford Bridge. Yeah, you can't even see the bridge. It's over there in the distance. We might be able to see a little bit better once we get down the walkway there. Very interesting. This would be jam-packed in summer down here. Just had a bit of a bake on the steps here, trying to warm up. It's a bit chilly down here. Very little sun's trying to peek through. Unfortunately for poor old Julie, she was hoping to hit the Dunnies, but they're closed. They say they open at 7 AM, but I gather with the road being closed off, there's going to be no council workers coming down today to open them. So if you're thinking about going to the toilets down here, make sure you go beforehand. You can just see the ladies up the top there. It needs a little bit of painting, I think. The men's a little bit more clear. Okay, let's walk on down to the Cascades and then hit the two lookouts, Majestic and Bridal Vale Falls lookout. Pretty hard to read that sign. Sideways. Bush safety. Why rubbish our parks? That's an old sign. Looks like we're going to have this entire walk to ourselves today. When we got out of the car, it said it was 4 degrees. In the shade down here, I don't know, we're pushing close to 1 or 2, I think. So they must be Lura Cascades. Look how beautiful that is. And there's the bridge. Chelmsford. What was that?
This looks like Lena in Emu.
Yeah, I know. There's a better lookout just down at the bottom of these stairs here. I love that, look at that. The lid on this Sydney water. You can smell it, sewer. Ugh. The Opera House, sailing boats, lighthouse. 2019. What's it like over here? Is it slippery? Oh, I shouldn't be doing this, but too early to fall in. Yeah, that's sewer, absolutely it is. Tell you what, those upper Cascades were very slippery. Down here it's not so bad. And I gather this stream takes you down to Lura Waterfall. That's where we're going to be heading down. Stunning. Jules is already taken off. I don't really get myself in too many shots, but I'll try a few new different things today. So you virtually hug the stream for where we were looking at the Cascades there. You're walking along the creek here. Something solar here. See how the water, the rains earlier on this year have just made hollows in the walking track. It would have been level at one point. So the water would have been here, exactly where I'm walking. That's would have been how flooded it was. That creek there would have come up all the way to here. Julie's talking to someone. Picnic area, Lura Cascades. Mate, that wasn't even Lura Cascades. I thought it was Lura Cascades. We haven't even reached it yet. Track closed. Penalties apply. This section of the national park is closed for visitor safety reasons. Penalties apply. Where does that take you? They weren't even the Cascades, Jules. I didn't think they were too small. Prince Henry Cliff Walk to Gordon Falls, Clifftop Lookouts. I think we'll go up to the lookouts there.
It's very wet down there.
That's what, sorry?
It's very wet down there.
It does. We are going to get wet. Although it's open, which is a good thing. I don't know what that track was up there. Did you see it? It was closed. Yeah. Whatever track was that goes up there is closed. We're just winging it at the moment. We've come across no signs. We don't know how far away Gordon Falls is, so we will turn around at some point and head down to the Cascades, but for now, a beautiful rock overhang here. With one little bench seat. And it is freezing. There's no warming up on this track. No sun whatsoever. Listen to that howling wind. Just starting to walk down this track. We've found some sun, so we're taking our time down on this track because the sun's hitting us on either side, but the wind is howling. There is a waterfall in the distance there. That is Bridal Vale, for sure. That's what the picture looks like. So we at the moment are at Bridal Vale Lookout. Majestic lookout was back up. So that gentleman had no idea what he was talking about. I asked him about Bridal Vale. He said, oh, that's up in Blackheath. Look at that. That is beautiful. Look how far up we are. Yeah. Actually, what we'll do, we'll sit down on these stairs here, Jules, because the wind's not with us here, and we'll warm up a little bit. Look at those sheer cliffs. Houses up the top there, so that must be up Katoomba way. There's another lookout up there. That could possibly be Bridal Vale lookout as well. Bridal Vale Waterfall lookout as well. It's a very unique waterfall, isn't it? Julesy. Julesy. Finally, we've come across a sign to guide us in the right direction. So we were right in thinking we were at Bridal Vale View Lookout. So this is where we were, but we walked back up the track and we were actually walking to Tarpian Rock area closed. So we're going to walk back down to Lura Cascades, and then we're going to go to Bridal Vale Falls and Majestic Lookout, and then we're going to try to find, that's where we need to go down to the amphitheatre. That's where Lura Falls is hidden. Sorry matey, you going down mate? I'll let you go.
I think so.
No worries. Yeah, I know, I'm a bit confused as well. Alright, so up here where the area is closed, I was a bit worried that's where we needed to go, but it doesn't look like we need to go up there for anything. So this is where we need to be, down here. If we're going to find that Lura Falls, we need to be down near that amphitheatre. Let's head on down and see if we can get some sunshine. Just making our way back down to the crossroads down here. Thought I'd get some video footage of these little steps someone's cut into the tree that's fallen across the path here. I've seen a few other walkers along here, but I dare say there's not going to be too many people exploring the Cascades or surrounds today. But I'm glad we came across that sign, because nothing is really signposted here. Now you'd think they'd have a sign up at that Bridal Vale Falls lookout. If you didn't know, you know, if you're not a local and you're coming from somewhere, you wouldn't have a clue what that lookout was. So we're going to turn left down here, head towards the Cascades. We noticed that the Majestic lookout is down here, and that was one of the markers that I know that I needed to find to try to get down to this Lura Waterfall. That beautiful bridge. So that's the way we're going to be heading home. We're going to be turning left, yeah. That's the way we came, over this way. So we went to the cliff top lookout. See, why it doesn't say Bridal lookout there, I have no idea. It's not that hard. We're heading down this very muddy track. Next stop is either Majestic Lookout or Lura Cascades. So the deeper we get into the jungle here, the warmer that it gets. We're pretty much enclosed from the wind down here. The track started off wet, but it dries up here, and we're virtually hugging the creek down to the Cascades. It's nice to hear water flowing, because we did do a couple of walks a couple of years ago where there was absolutely nothing in the waterfalls that we visited. It's a beautiful walk down here. Well maintained track, this one. That sun just peeking through. We've got some steel columns here. What do you reckon these were for, Jules? Steel columns, two of them. Something on the other end of it, like a shower. I know, had electrical cables. They would have been light poles. The wires have been cut. So it would have been maybe globes sitting on top of them. That's strange, eh? There's the wires. Maybe this is a walk that one could do at night time. There's an old telegraph pole, look at that. You can see that. I'll take some pictures of those on the come, or if you can get one. Yeah, so this must have been lit up. What was that? That is gorgeous there, look at that. If you could drop down there. Is there a way to get there? Yeah, we can hook up this way, Jules, and get a good picture of this. Now, I'm not going to go off early this time and say this is Lura Cascades, because there's no sign. Maybe they're Cascades all the way down, but that sun's proving to be a hassle. See if I can block out that sun somehow. Maybe come here where there's no, it's a little bit shadier. That's a bit better. Stunning. How slippery is it up here? It's slippery. Doesn't look too bad actually. Actually walk up the Cascades. That's a bit slippery there. Now we've got the sun obscured. There's the lookout up there. That must be on that track that we've seen that was closed. You can see some meshing up the top there as well. I've got the landslides up there. We're going to continue on this track now. See if we can find majestic lookout. Another light pole. This would have been beautiful back in the day. I wonder when these light poles ceased working. Yeah, I'd say there would have been night time. That little bridge is closed there. Why? I've got no idea. We'll be jumping over this for sure. Why in God's name is this closed? Track temporarily closed due to conditions or works. Oh. Look at that beautiful little pool. Come on here and take a picture of this. That is gorgeous. Jules! I've just managed to come across the fence here to this little blocked off section which provides the most beautiful pictures, and I'm virtually at the base of what I gather are the Cascades. This spot down here is one of the more beautiful spots. I'm loving seeing all these things that I can't... Must have been a light bulb or globe on the top here. And look where the switch is. Something down here. Surely that gets covered with water. That's probably why they're extinct. Maybe they all shorted out because this place floods. The sign there says track temporarily closed due to conditions or works. That's probably with all the debris there, and no one's managed to get down here to take that sign off because the road up top is closed. What a beautiful walk. Wow. Wow. All I can say is wow. What a view. What a view. There's that lookout that we were... So where were we? Up the top there. See? That's where we were, looking down. So Bridal Vale Falls is... We're looking that way, we're looking straight. It must be over this way somewhere. Were we looking straight down? It could be, might be down here, you might be right. I don't know. Yeah, no, this makes sense, over this rock here, you're right. So this is Bridal Vale Falls. Hang on, Jules, come down for a sec. I wonder if we'll be able to make it up to that lookout. It's amazing how far we've come. All the way from that. Bridal Vale Falls. Yeah, it's a huge walk. Look how high the cliff tops here. We've walked along that cliff ridge. I know. Wow. We've got a few pictures from you. Hang on, we'll get a few with us. Right, we're now starting the trek up. You know, there'll be a few more lookouts up here. You might get a look out on Bridal Vale Falls on this side. Can you see the falls from here or not? Yeah. There they are. Bridal Vale Falls. That gentleman did say that we can't go down at some point now. I'm not sure if that means going down to the base of Bridal Vale. But I didn't see anything on that sign saying that the amphitheatre was closed. Because to get to Lura Waterfall, we got to follow this creek a fair way down. Oh, this is where we're going to burn the calories. Well, at least they've got some tracks open. I thought it was going to be a total bust this morning when we were coming down through Lura Mall there, and we got to Gordon Street and it said road blocked. I thought that was it, all the plans that I made. I've got another look out here. Let's see where we have to go. Cliff Walk, Fern Bower, Echo Point, 40 minutes return steep, area closed, we might go down there. Alright, let's see what's here. Okay, so what do you want to do, Jules? I'll leave this up to you. Do you want to head down or not? If you don't want to go down, because I don't think it says this is one way. Bridal Vale Falls, where does this take us? Lura, Cascades picnic area, Echo Point. Why Lura Falls? Amphitheatre track. No, this is the way we have to go. We have to head down. That's the track we have to go. So come on, let's go.
Where do you want to go?
Down to the Lura Waterfall. It's down here. So let's just head down a little bit and we'll see. If we ever get to a point where it's dangerous and stuff like that, we'll turn around. Let's just see how the track is. Again, I think a lot of these signs have been left up because the road's closed up there. You know? Well, let's see. Let's head on down while we're here. We can, you know, we're old enough to make a judgment call if it's too dangerous. So if the track's washed away or if we can't get down.
You know how life works?
How?
It's rude to the people that have to come and rescue people.
True.
Who do the wrong thing.
True, but if you look at the amount of content that I've loaded up here that says no trespassers, don't go in.
It's different.
It's the same thing.
It's different.
It's exactly the same thing. I think this one's a dedicated track. The sign can be taken off. Let's just walk down as far as we can and we'll see what happens. See if we get to a point. If there's a ladder missing or we can't get through, it's a different story. Look how dark it is through here. So far so good. Ladders seem to be in tip-top condition. Okay, so this is what, see, they've got a tree falling across the ladder section here. This is probably why they've closed parts of this off. Loving this ladder. You know, the funny thing is, they don't normally say, there's no sign up there saying, come down backwards on the ladder. A lot of the other places that we go to actually say that. And that's it. That was the hardest part. Now we got back to normal track. Most people that we spoke to at the Majestic Lookout said they'd head down here if they wouldn't have kids. If they didn't have kids with them, they would have headed in.
One person.
Well, one person. I'm sure the others would have followed. All right. Julesie's calmed down a little bit because she's just seen another person disobey the sign. Are you all right now, Julesie? So we have a guy that reckons he's going to abseil off one of the waterfalls. I did ask him about Lura Waterfall, and the first thing he said to me was, "How did you hear about that?" So it looks like the locals, the abseilers of the area, don't want their secret getting out. But I know he wouldn't give me. Did you hear that? I asked him, whereabouts is it?
Probably where it's going.
You reckon? Yeah, he wouldn't give me directions. I said, so whereabouts is that? What do I look out for? And he goes, oh, you know, there are markers. He didn't want to give it away. I know what signs to look out for. So I'm determined to find it today. And I'm going to put it on camera for anyone else to enjoy. I don't like it when people keep secrets to themselves. Everyone should be able to enjoy what's out in the bush. No one owns this. So everyone should be able to come out and experience everything. Wow, so this is the amphitheatre. Can you understand why they call this the amphitheatre, Julesie? Because we are deep down. Look at those stairs. Have you got your camera out? Take that stairs up the top there.
I can't get.
You'll get pictures. Absolutely. The greenery, that's what you need to get, the greenery. We're going to come back up this way anyway, so as we're coming up, we'll get some pictures. Starting to lighten up here. How funny. How did you hear about that one? Slowly making our way down to Vale Falls. Track's not too bad. None of the support railings here for your feet are moved. They're all intact. And we're right on the base now of Vale. I think Jules will pretty much understand why it's worth ignoring the sign. Okay, so the fence has fallen over here. That's probably another reason why they blocked off the thing. Not that it's hampering anyone. Wow. It's not as much water as can be expected, but what a beautiful waterfall. That's where we were. Did you see where we were, Jules? That's one lookout we were at, and the other one, whoa, careful, the other one was over there, but we can't really see it. Water's coming down from everywhere. There you guys got a few people up at the lookout there. Alright, we're going to start heading down the track here. You see? What was that? Oh, we're heading right down these beautiful fern trees. I'll be doing this walk again at some point in time. Next time we won't be guessing as much. Heading up and down bridges and ladders. I don't know if you can see anything on the footage, it's so dark down here. Oh, something down here, what's that? Just wait a sec, Jules, I'm just going to see what's down here. Oh. Can't see a thing. Realistically, I shouldn't even have these glasses on. Oh, I know what this is. Julesy, come down here. This is Weeping Rock. I've seen something online for this. This is what's known as Weeping Rock. Look at it, the old bridge. Wow. So you're able to come through here from a different way. The bridge is no more. That right there, people, is the beautiful Weeping Rock with Vale Falls behind it. How stunning is that? Look at the stairs that go up to the in front of the Weeping Rock. See if I can get down to there. Oh. It's like someone's cut stone steps into this. Beautiful. That's one fall everyone must do. Weeping Rock looking up to Bridal Vale. What a beautiful sight that is. Standing on that rock there. That's magical pictures. One last waterfall to go. The very hidden secretive Lura Waterfall. Are we going to find it? Are we going to be lucky enough? If those signs that I've used as markers when I did my research, if they have been removed, we've got next to no chance. So fingers crossed, they're still solidly in the ground. Little bit of sunshine. That works the glutes. The lookout that we were at, must have been up there. Alright, this is the problems we face. Right here should be a sign, honestly, saying what track that is down there and what track this is down here. I don't know which way to go. Do we walk around the cliff top? Or do we go down here? There is a chain down here. Let's see what this chain says. It's probably you can't get through anymore. No, it's just would have been a lookout. Look down. Well, we've got the bottom track and the top track. We're not veering too much away, so come down this way, Jules. Looks pretty solid. They might even join back up together again. They do. Okay, so there must have been a lookout back there at some point where that chain is. Let me just jump over that chain and see what it was. But these tracks merge together. Oh, look at the cocky. Let me just see what's down here. Why is this track blocked off? There's steps down here. There was something here. I can see pegs in the ground. Hasn't been maintained for a long time. It's a big lookout. Yeah, look at the old wire. They've got remnants of an old lookout here. Jules, come down. It's easy to get down. There's a nice spot here. We can take a beautiful picture in the distance. No, it's easy. No problem getting back up or down. Say again? Yeah, we've got enough. Bring it down. We've got to get pictures like this. This might even be Lura Waterfall. Down here. Let me have a look. I think that's it. I'm pretty sure this is Lura Waterfall. We've got to try to get to the base of this. I could be wrong, but that looks like the pictures that I've seen online. And that's why no one knows of it, because this track's blocked off. Come down. That's a nice drop down there. I could be wrong, but if I was to put my money, that's Lura Waterfall. So we're on the right track. Now we've got to look for those signposts. Come on, come down. I wouldn't ask you to come down if it was nothing special. It's very special. The track's not that bad. The only reason why they don't want people here is because there's no fence. I think you'll appreciate the view from here. Do you reckon the abseil here? Possibly. Well, this must be Lura Waterfall. I don't think they're abseiling from here. There's no anchor points on this rock. Where? That's not an anchor, that's got the steps. This used to be a lookout. Can't you see the fence? This originally was a lookout, and here's Lura Waterfall. That's what I think is Lura Waterfall. I think at one time people were allowed to go to the base of Lura Waterfall because it says on a sign that I read, an unmaintained, a track no longer maintained. So this was a lookout somewhere long ago where they don't want people coming. I don't know why. What a beautiful lookout this is. But there's no mention of Lura Waterfall on any map. They mention Bridal Vale, Majestic Lookout, Bridal Vale Lookout, Lura Cascades, Gordon Falls, but there's no mention of these falls. Take a few pictures of those. I think we're heading in the right direction. Just completed that spectacular lookout of what we think is Lura Falls, and these tracks join back up together, so whether you take the high road or the low road, they join up on one. And if that is Lura Waterfall, then we are going in the right direction. I'm hoping to find some wooden posts in the ground somewhere down on these tracks. And then there should be an unmaintained track off to the left. 400 meters from this track that leads you straight to the base of the falls. We are in no man's land here. Feels like we're the only people in the world here. Us and the Aboriginal spirits. I thank them with my thongs. They know. Can you just come in for a sec, Jules? I'm going to get you to do something. It's going to be a little bit hairy, but I'll see if I can do it. What I was hoping to do, somehow climb up here and get up on top of that rock and get a picture of me up there, but it's just too slippery. And this is not the place where you want accidents to happen. No one's going to be flying you out of here. Look at that. If anyone does walks like this, just be mindful. If the shot's not worth taking, if there's a little bit of danger involved, don't do it. Because it puts a bad name on other bushwalkers. If something happened to us here and we have to chop it out, then it puts a bad name for everyone else. So know your capabilities. If you don't think you can do something, don't do it. That rock would have been great. Unfortunately, we aren't going to take those risks today. Yo! Oh, is that what it says? Does it say if I yell out there's rock falls? It actually says that, does it? Yeah, that's not through my yelling. Come. Okay. It says here, rockfall area, do not stop next 100 meters. Why are you stopping?
Next 100 meters.
Oh, you mean up here? All right. I think here I should just aim the camera up, just to get the idea of what they're talking about. Don't stop. Go. I'll stop. Julesy, I've told you many times before, everyone's got their way of dying in this world, yeah? Whether you get hit by a car, cancer, old age. My destiny in life is not to have a rock fall on me. What? That's not how my life's meant to pan out. I know exactly how my life's going to pan out. I'll be in some nursing home where I can't use my legs, which are like 20-year-olds' legs, and I'll be cruelled because I can't do what I once used to love to do. That's the way I'm going to be taken. I'm going to die of old age somewhere. It's definitely not going to be through rock collapse. It's just canyons, mountains, waterfalls. So I can hear Lura Falls down there. We may have to turn left onto another track. Well, if we don't make it, at least we got the top view of it. At least we got some footage of it and some pictures as well. Alright, Julesie's found a sign. That's what we wanted. Is it the sign that we're after? Warning. Amphitheatre track has been impacted by floods. Handrails and safety fences were damaged. Temporary fences have been erected. Some surfaces are slippery. Major repairs are scheduled for 2022. Okay, let's see where we're going here. Bow. What does this one say? Okay, we've got to head down. This is it.
Where are we going?
Yeah, we're heading down and then we've got to turn right somewhere. We're going down into the Lura forest. We're going to go past, I think, Lila and Linda Falls. There's two falls down this way, Lila and Linda. If you started this walk from the giant staircase, I think in Katoomba, that was closed. If you started that walk from there, I think that's how you come across Linda and Lila Falls. We may leave them for another day unless we hit them before the unmaintained track. That's what, sorry? Yeah, this could be Lila Falls. This could very well be Lila Falls. I've seen pictures of it online. Considering it said Lila up there, I'd say this would be Lila Falls. And if we head along this track, it'll be Linda. See, I don't understand why right here, why they can't put a sign Lila Falls. So far, so good. I'm 99% confident we are going the right way. But it's a long way away from where we parked the car. So the better option was to come in through Katoomba end. But as I said, this giant staircase is a no-go zone. How beautiful is it down through here? What is it? Underneath the cliff, yeah. Right, the rock ledge. Stunning. You want to take it from back up here, Jules? We are deep down in the gorge. Let me go in front of you. There's a section of the old track or old bridge through here. I don't know what you can see, if you can see anything. And it's very dark through here. Alright, we just keep on heading down and down and down. This could even be Lila Falls, I don't know. I think it was back there, considering that sign said Lila. Loving these staircases. Where is she? Now she's got a mojo back. She's taking pictures. Look at that snake down through there. We're going to have to come back up this way as well. You okay, Jules? You're okay? Everything's soft. Huh? What was that? I know, it's gorgeous. We're going to have to go back through there anyway, so maybe take some pictures on the way back. It's warmed right up, I'll give you the tip. Whoever designed this track needs to have a gold medal. I've never seen so many steel ladders in my life. Jules has just yelled out and said, you should see how steep this one is. She's hanging on with two hands, it's that steep. Look at that. Whoever put in all these ladders, I don't know how long they've been here, but you guys deserve a medal. Whoever designed this walk deserves a medal. This is rugged mountainside. Like some of the places that we go to might have one ladders. What's wrong? Lila Falls. This is Lila Falls. Where does it say that? Oh, okay. Alright, this is Lila Falls. Once again, I went off too early. Actually went off too early last night as well, Jill. It was disappointing. Lila Falls. Let me get past you there.
It was a warning sign there, you missed it.
Warning, 1 person a time on the bridge. Really? Those beams look pretty secure to me. Lila Falls. That's what we want. We want a few signs. Lila comes a distant last compared to Lura Falls. So if we keep on going along this track, we'll meet Linda. The next falls are Linda. Look at it, look down here, Jules. We snake down this way. Up and down, up and down. How green is it? Mate, this is a better waterfall down here compared to the one up there. This is Lila Falls as well, I gather. That's where it's coming from. No, Lila Falls is up there. I wonder what this one is. Mate, feels like we're with Tarzan down here. We're in the Amazon. Head down here. Julesy, hang on for a second. Alright, we've just come down from Lila Falls. Not sure what this one is right here, but I managed to get a few pictures. And Jules has yelled out, we have found the marker. This is it. Yeah, matey.
Afternoon.
How are you?
Good morning, I think.
Yeah, good morning still.
Yeah,
What is the time?
Huh?
What is the time?
11 o'clock.
11. Sweet. Do you know what waterfall that is?
No, I'm not sure.
You have a clue?
Where are you guys going, by the way? Because part of the...
No, we're going back. This is
Okay,
it. We're coming
cool,
to
yeah.
here. Yeah, we're going back.
Cool. I was going to say, if you keep going down that way, it's blocked.
Yeah, no, we only wanted to come to one spot here and then we're heading back. Awesome. Thanks so much, mate. Okay, here's the sign that you need to look out for. Lura Forest to Federal Pass and Dan Diel's Pass. And on the other side, Katoomba and Lura. We'll let these people go first. Hey guys. Hey. How are you? How are you? So if you look at this sign, so if you're coming down from up here, if you look at this sign, it gives you no indication whatsoever to go up this track here. This is the track we need to go on. Now to confirm this 100%, we should come across a yellow sign up here that says unmaintained track. See steps? So this was a track once upon a time leading to the base of Lura Waterfall, and a few of the people that I asked, a few of the locals don't even know about this. So hopefully that lady that asked for my YouTube channel, if she has a YouTube channel, maybe she can comment and say, okay, now I know where to go. Okay, there's the sign there saying unmaintained track. It's about 300 meters from this sign.
That's close to the landslide.
Yeah.
So unmaintained.
Well, there's another one here somewhere. But we're not coming down this far for it to tell us track closed due to landslides. It's not even a track. This is not even on any map. So there's stairs here anyway, and not too far. There's stairs here. Come on. This is what we're searching for, Gilsey. As explorers, you've got to be over the moon. As soon as we do this, we're going home. We're going up to the Alexandra Hotel for a nice pub feed. Let's see if that other sign's up here somewhere. There's definitely a track. And is this going to be the waterfall that we were on top taking those pictures? I can hear it in the distance. Oh, we're below huge rock ledges, but I can't see any landslips. Just wait for Jules. I'm getting very excited. We're now starting to descent down. We can hear the waterfall in the distance. And this is the spot where it does say on the net, it's a little bit of a tricky situation, but there's plenty of trees and tree roots to hold on to. So the track has disappeared from this point on. But compared to a lot of the walks that we've done, and I did Victoria, was a Bridal Vale Falls at Blackheath, Gubbett's Leap. Considering I did that when the track was closed, that was pretty bad. This one's not bad at all. Here's some steps starting again. Let's see how beautiful this waterfall is. People say it's one of the best up in the Blue Mountains. One of the more reclusive and one of the best. It did look nice from the top. Still a fair way away. That's what it looks like down here. Still no landslides. Alright, we don't have long to go. There's a little sketchy bit here that we had to cross. There's another little waterfall. But we can hear the waterfall and we're close.
Wow.
Really? Are we right on the base of it? This is like a hidden oasis. So the track still keeps on going. Is it down here? No, we've got to head down there. This is where it says to hold on to the tree roots. You reckon they abseil down here? I've not seen anyone though. So you reckon you've seen some anchor points up there? Okay, now I can understand why this is closed off. This bit here is a little bit sketchy, but if I can do it one hand with the camera in my hand, then people can do it with two hands. This is another one of those sewer drain pipes. There's the tree roots that this lovely couple was talking about. Might have an old arrow. I think I found this place by typing in hidden waterfalls on the Blue Mountains, or just waterfalls of the Blue Mountains, and this one came in at number 20, saying that it was very hidden. Success! Success! Now we've got to try to find that lookout that we were at. Must have been up here. Alright, be careful, moss down here. Wow. Let's just take a seat up here. Take my thongs off. That there, my friends, is Lura Falls. It would have been a nice swimming hole back in the day, but we've got a few rocks falling in. I was hoping to get up nice and close. I might try get up a little bit, but you can see how slippery the rocks are there. So in summer, if the water's flowing, I reckon you can get right below those falls. Beautiful. Come on, you got to say this is worth it. Isn't that not beautiful? Where do you think we were? Where do you think we saw it from? It's up on the left here, wasn't it? It's right up on that, where those trees are up the top there. That's where the lookout was. Because looking at it from side on. But no one's going to be up there because that track that led down to it had a little chain on it. That was a long walk. Okay, that's it, we're out. I managed to get up on the rock up there. Very slippery. I can't feel my feet, look how red. They're going numb. So I'm going to get up here in the dirt. Actually, what I might do is if I can get down here. I'm going to get them a little bit warm with some sand. Get some feeling back in there. It is freezing. There's no sun at all getting down here. Alright. Jules made her way back up. Let's get back to the track and let's make our way home. I'm just going to do this climb out with the camera. Let's try straight up there. Actually, didn't we come that way? Oh, there's two sewer pipes. There's another one there. Oh, here's an outlet pipe. I didn't even see that before. There's an outlet pipe right there. Where does this go? Is this a drop? Yeah, it just drops down. Look at that huge rock down there that's fallen down. I don't think I can get up behind me here, can I? I think so. Oh. Farewell, Lura Waterfalls. You've got bushwalkers walking below this that have no idea that this track's up here that leads to the falls. I would call that a successful mission. John Hannibal Smith from A-Team fame would call that, I love it when a plan comes together. And today, after facing a bit of adversity at the start of the day with road blockages, we managed to make our way and find this thing. Because people know when I don't find something, when I'm got my mind set on the target and I come away with nothing, I'm not a very happy chappy. So once again, this is a sign you need to look for. Lura Forest to Federal Pass and Dardanelles Pass, Katoomba Lura. If you're staring at this sign, turn around and head straight up there. Jules has taken off. She's hoping to get in the sun because she is freezing. My feet have come back to life a little bit. Now starts the big climb up back to Lura Waterfall abandoned lookout. Alright, I just made sure that Jules was going the right way. I wasn't sure if she turned left coming back down from that track. Back at Lila Falls. Ooh. Oh. Tell you what, I'm hot. I've got my jacket off, just shorts and t-shirt. Poor old Jules is freezing. Anyway guys, thanks. Do you see a girl up there?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's up there? Cool. Thanks sir. And they're rugged up to the hilt. Come on guys, I'll let you come down. Alright, did you see a girl up there?
Yeah.
Cool.
Awesome.
Wasn't sure which way she was heading.
Thank you.
No problem. Anyways. Now people might be asking, why am I not informing any of these bushwalkers how to get to the falls? Well, I'm not going to be held responsible for someone dying by telling them through word of mouth. If you want to watch my videos and take the risk on going down, that's on you. I don't recommend it, but you take your life in your own hands. Whoa! Alright, I'm blowing pretty hard, but I'm just trying to film some of these must-see spots heading back. We were lucky enough to find waterfalls flowing today as well. Ooh. You can see Julesy right up there. She just wants to get in the sun. Alright, first little section ticked off. We're coming up to a T intersection here. That's where we need to turn right. But we are not going to go back to the car exactly the same way we came down here. Once we get up to that fenced no entry sign, we're going to turn left. We're going to try to hit the car off one of those other tracks. Wow, that's a killer. That is a killer. Okay, this is a track you need to head down. Federal Pass, Lila Falls section, into the Lura forest. We've reached the walking under the cliff do not stop section due to rock collapse. So this railing is missing around here. Did a rock fall? There you go, there's some anchor points. So people must abseil down from there. It's strange that they abseil down from there when it actually says it's prone to rock collapse. Let's see where it's chipped away from here. This is weak rock here. Look at that. That's beautiful. As you're walking back, you will once again come across the chain that leads you down to the abandoned former lookout of Lura Waterfall. You can hear it from here. And you've got an awesome view about to the sheer cliff faces in the Blue Mountains. So we're not too far away now of getting to that no entry sign. Starting to head down now before we head up. It's so beautiful down here. I've just got to video some of the footage back home. Oh, this is Weeping Rock. Okay, we're back to Weeping Rock, so we're not all that far away now. Weeping Rock and Bridal Vale Falls. How are you? Oh yeah. Hey guys. How are you? Yeah, it's good now, not too bad. Alright, we've just come up the last final spiral staircase and we are back up. Julie's having a break. We are back up to the track that we were not meant to come down. And what we're going to do now is we're going to turn left, because those guys that we spoke to, I think at the Majestic lookout, Bridal lookout, they said they came pretty much from the same place we parked our car. From this side. Yeah, we're going to turn left. We're going to go around this round walk. I think this takes us back up to a car without having to trek all the way up Lura Cascades. We'll find out anyway. Starting to see some Hessian bags here for some track maintenance. I gather through under here. Spoke to some bushwalkers, and I'm just asking the odd person, have you heard of Lura Waterfall? And no one yet, apart from that one guy that didn't want to give me directions, the abseiler dude. No one else knows of it. There's Julie up in the distance, walking up the stairs. She just wants to get back home. What I failed to mention all the time on these explores and adventures that I go on, if you look in the comments section, there's always a pinned comment throwing you to my other YouTube channel, which is *_scream. What that channel consists of is a music picture slideshow. So this is the video channel, which is Optimus_Prime. And if you look in the comments, as I said, there'll be a pinned comment throwing you to my picture slideshow channel. And alternatively, if you end up on that one and you look in the comment section, you'll have a pinned comment throwing you to this channel, Optimus Prime. Also, there's some videos, if you look back, will throw you to a drone channel, because there was a time a few of my friends were coming out on explores and they were taking drones. The best way to view any of my videos is if you go to playlists, and all the playlists are in years. So you can go right back and see what I was doing in 1989, 1990, 94. But the explores pretty much started around 2016. So if you go to playlist and click on the year 2016, that's when I started pretty much getting into hardcore bushwalking and finding abandoned places. So I love what I do, and I've received some positive comments out there over the last 5 years of, you know, people exploring how do we get in there. So it's really nice to know that other people are following my lead. The reason why I do these is I used to love exploring in the bush when I was a child, and a lot of the abandoned places like pubs and stuff like that are gone. And I only wish someone recorded footage when I was young and remember these places, like the old Manly Fun Pier and the Manly Vale Hotel, which was an iconic rock venue. You know, there's no footage of these places back in their heyday. So I try to get to as many abandoned places and bushwalks, because you don't know when the track's going to be closed down. You know, there's a old abandoned track up at Fitzroy Falls there that no one's been able to get down to since 1989, I think, when the rock collapse happened. Now, few people can, but I'm saying the normal bushwalker, it's impossible for them to get down. So you just don't know when tracks are going to be closed through landslides and whatnot. So to have it on footage shows future generations when I'm gone, because the years fly by, of what used to be. Alright, we just passed Bridal Vale Lookout on the opposite side of the creek to where we were at the start of the day, and we are hoping that these final stairs pretty much take us exactly out where we've parked the car. We saw these stairs at the start of the day, but I said to Julie, no, we'll walk down the road that's closed just so I can start walking from there, because that's where I researched the track. And if my calculations are correct, we should see her car directly across the road here. And that's it. That's a wrap. Are we home, Julesy? She's happy. She's happy. There it is. So we came down one spot further than I thought. We took a few pictures of that. All right, enjoy your long Queen's birthday, June Easter weekend. Remember, if you're going to let off any fireworks, do not aim any ball shooters towards your friends' faces. Don't throw any crazy jacks in the house. When those parachute firecrackers go off and land on your neighbour's roof, be very careful to go grab them. And one thing especially, no blowing up anyone's letterbox. Pipe bombs are strictly prohibited. And on that note, we'll bid you farewell from up here at Lura Cascades. Until we meet again, adios. A little bit of bonus content. We always have a nice feed after we manage to finish off a fantastic walk, and we have just stopped into Hotel Alexandra here in Leura. So if you need to get to this place, and let me tell you, I can recommend the food here. It's one of the best places we've ever stopped at in the 3 or 4 years that me and Jules have been exploring. So if you're coming up from Lura Mall and you come up to the roundabout and you turn left as you're heading towards Katoomba, it's just off on the left. You see this is a little slip ramp to get you back onto the Great Western Highway. Hotel Alexandra. The food in there was incredible. I have to sit in the car and film this because the wind is howling and it's so chilly my hand would be shaking out there. On that note, from the very beautiful Jules and myself, adios.